Let's watch this video and follow me. Let's watch.
Okay. Senator Adam Oshiomole also sharply criticized the leadership, record, and political credibility of Peter Obi. Oshiomole claimed that Anambra State was highly unsafe under Peter Obi's tenure 2006 to 2014. He also alleged that Obi failed to effectively tackle rampant kidnapping and could not control the activities of Bakassi Boys vigilante group. That was his argument. In the light of this, if, for the sake of argument, this is the position, how can he be entrusted with a larger platform like Nigeria?
I get very emotional when I talk about Comrade Adam Oshiomole. I have said it in more places than one that Comrade Adam Oshiomole is my political father. Mr. Peter Obi used to be, let me correct that. I have said it in time past that Comrade Adam Oshiomole was my political father, whereas Mr. Peter Obi is my political leader. It is unfortunate when fathers begin to tell lies. I am going to say everything I am saying about Comrade Adam Oshiomole with all due respect to him as someone who brought political consciousness to those of us young children in Edo North. In 2007, when he was running to be governor, I was one of the little children that was running after him in Azama Primary School in Jetu. We run and go and listen to him. We run and follow him to Alpha Show, go to Ilele, go to Ikabigbo, go to Auchi, go everywhere. Go to Our Lady of Fatima College in Auchi. Go everywhere. We will escort him through the entire stretch of that road that goes from Jetu to Ikabigbo to Auchi, inside Auchi to Iyeke, into the Polytechnic. We were following him. He didn't pay me then to follow him. It was organic love because we thought he was bringing in a lot of political capital from the Nigerian Labour Congress. And he was governor for 2 terms. To make some of the allegations, in fact, let me quickly put this on record. When Comrade Adam Oshiomole was running for re-election in 2012, he invited Mr. Peter Obi to commission Akpakpava Road in Benin. At that commissioning, Comrade Adam Oshiomole pronounced Mr. Peter Obi as the best governor in Nigeria. Let him deny it. Absolutely. The biggest evidence. If I was to take this my assertion to court, my witness would be Comrade Adam Oshiomole. Yes, because he invited Mr. Peter Obi to commission Akpakpava and pronounced him as the best governor in Nigeria. Mr. Peter Obi came to campaign for him in Edo State in 2012. How did I know? I was one of those who campaigned for Comrade Adam Oshiomole as a student in the University of Benin. My nickname in Uniben was Oshiomole, because I was one of the leading lights in campaigning for him. Then our SUG president also supported him, and Niwake Orogun is probably watching this show. So I am mentioning names of people that are alive, verifiable. That Comrade Adams, the Comrade Adams I see today, is a shocking departure from the Comrade Adams Oshiomole that motivated and inspired us as young children. That I am talking anything politics today is because we looked at Comrade Adam Oshiomole. We saw him as a beacon of truth and as a beacon of light. That the man now speaks the way he speaks shocks me to my marrow and is deeply heartbreaking for me. We are from the same local government. I'm from Esako West. I'm from Aochi. He's from Iyamo. My community is the headquarters of his local government. Today, in Edo North, where both of us come from, people no longer sleep with their 2 eyes closed. Kidnapping is rampant. People are in the bush even as we speak. What have you used your relationship with President Tinubu to do to solve that problem? Or you only come when it's election to tell us who to vote for? If the older generation in Edo not listen to him, those of us in the younger generation that he taught the virtues of truth and forcefulness and decisiveness will not listen to him. And about his rather flimsy allegation, the Bakassi Boys did not exist when Peter Obi was governor of Anambra State. Do a fact check on it. Our viewers are watching. Please fact check. There were no Bakassi Boys. Bakassi Boys ended, I think, in the time of Mbadinuju. Even before, I think maybe a little into Ngege, before Peter Obi. In the time of Peter Obi, the then Inspector General of Police pronounced Edo State as the safest state in Anambra State, I beg your pardon. The then Inspector General of Police pronounced Anambra State as the safest state in Nigeria. When Comrade Adam Oshiomole was governor, there were multiple bank robberies in Aochi, where I come from. I can name the name of the banks here. He was governor. There were bank robberies in Aochi. There were bank robberies in Uromi as a sitting governor. Can he deny that? Of course he cannot. It was Comrade Adam Oshiomole tenure that kidnapping became rampant in Edo. So much so that he put life imprisonment for kidnapping. He signed it into law. Can he deny that? Do not look at this log in your eyes. You are looking at the speck in your neighbor's eye. You are trying to remove the speck in your neighbor's eye. You have a whole log of wood in your eyes. Look at where he brought us into. He brought a former governor that he disagreed with. That governor almost sank Edo. He has brought another one that is disgracing Edo on a per second billing. Any day the governor he brought now opens his mouth, Edo must face public ridicule. That Comrade Adam Oshiomole, who is the same age, at least on paper, with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is speaking for Bola Tinubu this way. To me, I find it disgraceful. Comrade Adam Oshiomole should be contesting for president against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The very tenet of the person of Comrade Oshiomole should not be in APC. Oshiomole and APC are incompatible, at least the Oshiomole we knew from the early 2000s. Having said all of this, old men must learn not to tell lies. Old men must learn to stand as shining examples to the young people. What he has become now tells me, I love the man so much that when his principal private secretary, Light on Hearing Day, was murdered in Benin, I went to the burial in Osun. As a young boy, as a student in the University of Benin, I didn't need him to know me. I didn't need him to like me. We loved him organically. In 2012, I almost got suspended from the University of Benin supporting Adam Oshiomole. I was accused of saying I would burn down the school. The reports are there. The luck I had while I graduated from that school is because I've never told this story anywhere. It's because the day they accused me of saying I would burn down University of Benin, I was sick in the school cottage hospital, the school health center in Uniben. That was how much of support I gave to Comrade Oshiomole. That today, I now look at this same man and I am genuinely shocked at what he's saying. Since he has come to the market square, we are going to dance now, Abi. He accused Obi of being an importer, of importing goods. Peter Obi imported essential goods to Nigeria that Nigerians needed, and Nigerians patronized him. Comrade Oshiomole imported a wife to Nigeria. And in fact, Dan Obi had an infamous song he would sing. He say, Osho labor bobo, Osho labor bobo, Osho carry money, marry Oyibo, Oyibo run away, Osho they cry. That is not my song. That is Dan Obi's song, Chief Dan Obi. And even when they allege that the one he imported has left, the Shenkers he was massaging the foot on a private jet was also imported from South Africa. The evidence is there. So whereas Peter Obi was importing essential goods that Nigerians needed, my comrade, my father, was importing Shenkers from Brazil, Cape Verde, and South Africa, and elsewhere. You said Obi did not... what are the other funny allegations again? That Obi ran away from a house that was leaking. I saw the video yesterday, disgraceful to the extreme, part of his campaign in Edo. In fact, they are campaigning for a local government election. They've already known the results. In Edo, you see, when people are not busy, when they don't have anything to do with their time. When you were setting the houses on fire, you expected Obi to stay. Oshiomole has not done anything for Obi. Obi has done more for Oshiomole. He has campaigned for him. He has stood by him. He supported him in 2012 when the whole world turned against him. We supported him in 2012. That's why I have the moral right to speak the way I speak. So I hope and pray that at 76 or 74, whichever one is correct, he should be a father to all. He should be a leader to all. He should advise all. And in any case, he should use his good office to draw the attention of the president to Edo North. The road that leads from Benin to Auchi, they've done a portion, they fixed some of the broken portions from Benin to Ekpoma to Uromi. But the one that goes to Auchi is still abandoned. The one that goes from Esanland to Auchi is still abandoned, and it's a senator representing Edo North. What is the use of your office if you cannot use it to help your people? As popular as Oshiomole is as a senator, can he compare his achievement in the Senate to that of Senator Natasha of Kogi State? Can he compare? Does it even compare? He should worry very seriously, because his Senate president has plans for him. And the quarrel is publicly known. Senator Akpabio has serious plans for him. As a matter of fact, some people encourage me to go and run, that if I run, that I might defeat him in Edo North because I'll be supported by the Senate president. It is out of respect that I did not run against him. And if he continues in this path, I'll go and pick a form. If we still have a
window of opportunity.
If the window of opportunity is still, I'll go and pick a form and run against him. The Aochi people, I lived in Jetu. I lived in Uzaire, where he comes from. The Aochi people have been strongly marginalized in Edo North. The Aochi people, the headquarters of the local government. The erosions are ravaging the whole place. Houses are falling in. And you cannot even advise your godson, who is the governor, to intervene in some of those very serious issues that we are facing in Aochi. Is it the kidnapping? I mean, Comrade Oshiomole should go back to being Comrade Oshiomole. And I'm particularly pained because I see him as someone who has the capacity to do a lot of good. But immediately you enter APC, it seems something happens to you. And that is what has happened to our father, Comrade Adam Oshiomole. Like I said, I respect him as a father. I respect him as a leader from my part of the state. But I disagree vehemently with him in politics and his policies and his program and his posturing. And I will not stop. And there's nothing that will make me to reconsider. And anybody who sees it, who takes it as being offensive, it's up to them. He has lived his life. In Esako, we say, Obiloye, loke chingwe, obiloze badi. Me, I'm just starting. And our young ones, our children are just starting. We will not hand over our lives to him to mislead us, lead us into a ditch by helping us, forcing us to elect a Asiwaju that has been disgraceful in office, whereas he will not be here to suffer the consequences. And in any case, Adam Oshiomole is made. You know, he also made remarks about Peter Obi's not being exporting jobs, exporting jobs and importing goods. Peter Obi built institutions. Peter Obi was chairman of Fidelity Bank, chairman of Standard Chartered Bank, chairman of a number of banks, chairman of Paymaster. These are big employers of labor in Nigeria. Oshiomole did not create any wealth. My father, Comrade Oshiomole, did not create wealth in Nigeria. What he did was unionize over other people's businesses. He was a unionist. We no go agree on other people's businesses. And you are yabbing someone who built businesses from scratch. There is no way we can take it. No way. And for every time they say something against Peter Obi, we are going to respond fivefold. The governor knows better. Governor Bebolu, when he said Peter Obi must not come to Edo State, he knew. We responded. We answered him. And since that time, now Peter Obi has visited Edo at least 4 or 5 more times. One of which was the unfortunate incident where they played that silly game they played. They will not try it again. This country belongs to all of us, and nobody will intimidate us to submission or intimidating us to keep quiet.
Well, let's see whether we can wrap up this way. If everything fails, if the NDC is deregistered, if P2B is off the ballot, if the courts don't deliver justice, what will be your next line of action?
Everything will not fail. Nigeria will not fail. The NDC will be on the ballot. Peter Obi will be on the ballot. Peter Obi will be elected in the next presidential election. The Tinubu administration will end eventually through the ballot in 2027. He will go back to Budillion. These are my own prediction, because he said, if, I am now answering the if nots. This is my own prediction. He will go back to Budillion. He will live there peacefully. We will let him live peacefully. Nigerians will be peaceful. We will put people out of poverty. We will pull our children back to school. We will rebuild the economy of this country. We will rebuild power. We will rebuild health. We will rebuild infrastructure. We will not do political servicing. Our movement is a no shishi movement. So we will not go and share Nigerian money for people. The party will be over. The party will be effectively over. You will no longer travel abroad to go and do healthcare. We will rebuild our military. This is essential. We will rebuild our military to a fighting force that will be respected in Africa. We will retool our national police. We will set up a proper state police, not the political state police they are attempting to set up now. We will empower our states, empower our local governments. There will be accountability in government. Every 1 naira that government earns under Peter Obi will be accounted for. The opaqueness of the Tinubu administration will go with the Tinubu administration. Nigeria will be okay, and a new Nigeria will be possible.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the